your heart. Oh, well, number one, this is what will happen. You will never be in lack.
All right. You say that.
Oh, not fair.
When you seek God, you will never be in lack. When you give God all that you have, see, the other month, I gave my tithes, and I said to myself, you know what, I can't afford to give this month, because I really need to take care of some extra stuff. And God says, that's mine. I paid my tithes, my brothers and sisters. And the Lord says, now I want you to pay double your offering. I said, wait a minute, Lord, you know I'm short this month. Why are you asking me to do something and you know good well I'm short? I'm arguing with God. I come out here to tell you, all of us sometimes get into a conversation with God where we kind of argue a little bit.
All right.
But you know what I did? I gave it anyhow. And at the end of the month, I thought I wasn't going to have any money. But God just blessed me anyhow. I come by here to tell you, when you seek God with all of your heart, you will never be in lack.
All right.
And then when you seek God with all of your heart, you will always have knowledge. You will never make unwise decisions when you seek God with all of your heart. Oh, wait a minute. I think I'm in Bible country. It just fell on me. Guess what? He says, seek the Lord while he is near. And then he comes back, he says, trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him. But wait a minute, there's something that's going to happen. And he will what? Direct your path. Guess what? I don't have to make stupid mistakes, because when I talk to God, God will show me exactly what I need to do.
Right.
Isn't that good news? I never forget, y'all. I'm sorry. I was a bad, oh. You talking about somebody who could not pick good folks. It was me. It was me. I tell you, I flunked so many times I could write a book on how not to pick some folks.
All right.
But you know what? I was up speaking in Washington, D.C. This beautiful woman walked in while I was speaking. And you know how when some of you raise up and I had my notes and I was doing good. The crowd was into it. And all of a sudden when she walked in, I started stammering. I couldn't wait to get through. And I went down there and I met her. Her name was Miguel. And so I come in and we're talking, and she lived in Houston, and I would take, on the weekends, I'd fly down there to meet her. And she said, wow, this guy had it going on. So she decided she would come up to my church and be with me on a Sunday. So I flew her up to Dallas to be with me at my church. So when she came to my home, my daughter was there, and she walked up and she said, this your house? I said, yes. She said, I thought it'd be much. I said, okay. So that Sunday we get up, I got up and I fixed breakfast. My daughter has done everything to make her feel at home. And so we fixed breakfast. We're on our way to church. My church was 102 miles from Dallas. And every time we passed a big church, she said, is this your church? I said, no. I said, no, this is not my church. So all of a sudden we get out of Dallas. She said, where is your church? I said, it's in Cooper, Texas. Cooper has about 2,000 people there. And I'm all excited because I took a church with nobody, and all of a sudden we ended up with 250 members. Now we took a double-wide trailer and turned it into a church. Amen. It was packed. Amen. We had people standing outdoors looking in. Yes. But she was not impressed. And so she said to me, she said, take me home. I said, what? Take me home. I said, this is a busy day for me. I said, after church, we have our what we call our spread, and we're going to eat dinner on the ground. That's what we do here in the country. She said, take me home. I said, wait a minute. I said, look, just let me get through preaching, and then after the spread, I'll take you. She said, take me home. So one of the deacons was looking over there and they said, Reb, you got it? I said, yeah, brother, pray, brother. Pray, brother, pray hard, brother. This is getting tough up in here. Pray hard. Because see, I was getting ready to take my tie off and show her what I used to be like. But I said, now I'm going to hold fast to it. Because I was still seeking God for the situation. Guess what happened? I took her, I said, okay, I'm going to take you home. I said, brothers, take care of the spread. I said, Pastor got to go. And they said, Pastor, do you need us to take her? I said, no, I'm going to take her myself. I said, I'm going to take her. So we got in the car and we drive, and she said, I'm a little hungry. I kept on driving. She said, you know what? I'm just thirsty. I kept on driving. She said, now, Ronnie, my clothes. I said, well, you know what? You remember I packed your clothes in the trunk. And so I took her straight to Love Field. I opened the door. I didn't get out. I opened the door. I reached over. I said, she said, you going to walk me in? I said, no. I said, She said, well, can we still be friends? I said, yeah, we friends. It's all good. But I figured out something. You're not for me.
All right.
See, when you see God, I wouldn't have had to go through this if I just asked God first. But what caught my attention is my eyes. And you know your eyes can get you in trouble. See, what you got to do is say, Lord, take and touch my eyes. So that my eyes will allow me to see stuff that I shouldn't see. Touch my ears that I don't listen to stuff that I shouldn't listen to. Touch my feet that I don't go places that I shouldn't go. See, when you see God, He takes control of everything. Then guess what? She had to mitigated God to call me a month later and said, Ronnie, I'm in dire need of some help. Can you help me with my rent? I said, honey, yeah. I said, you know what? I said, God just told me to send it to you. Come on. And guess what she did? After I sent her the money, we ended up in a meeting together in Galveston. And she walked up to me and she said, Rem, Brooks, you know what? I've been thinking about this thing. I think, you know what? I really want to talk to you. I said, no, sweetie. I said, no, you don't want to talk to me. You just want my hand. You don't want my face. And you know what? Many of us want the hand of God. But when you get the face of God, you got to listen to what He got to say. Oh, when you get the face of God, He gives you instructions and He gives you directions. And you don't want that. You just want His hand. Just give me a handout, boy. I just want a little something for you. But when you seek God with all of your heart, I want your face, Lord. If you don't give me nothing else, you're giving me more than I deserve. Just give me your face, Lord.
Yes.
So therefore, the first thing, if you want a Christian lifestyle, start seeking God with all your heart.
Amen.
All right. Okay, now the next thing.